2020. COVID intervened. It's 2.5 years later. We've had a chance to see Delhi. We've had a chance to see Bangalore. What are the impressions you take away from our days here?
Wow. First of all, it's taken me too long to come to India.
Yeah.
You know, it has a little bit of everything. And I think what I've enjoyed most about India is seeing why it has such a variety. You know, friends from South Africa always used to tell me there's a reason so much spice comes from India. And I think that applies to, you know, the people and the cultures as well as the food. It really is a mixing of so many different flavors and ideas. That's probably been my biggest takeaway about India, is that it is a really diverse place. I think in some ways operating not as a monolith but as a unit, which is really unique to see.
One of the interesting things that you've been doing when you come to Microsoft is we frequently enable you to sit down with people at Microsoft Research. So this was your first opportunity to come to MSR outside of Redmond and come to the MSR Center in India, the center really for the Global South. What did you make of what you got to see today at MSR?
I think the biggest thing I enjoyed out here was seeing a different way to not only solve a problem, but even see a problem. What I've loved about being in the labs, you know, in Redmond, is learning and understanding how engineers will look at a problem and how they'll solve for it. But oftentimes those problems are in the context of the first world. Oftentimes those problems are in the context of enterprise, or, you know, in the context of consumers generally in the Western world. And then you come to India, and what's amazing is a lot of the problems and solutions, yes, can help enterprise. Yes, they can help, you know, the Western world and consumers. But then there are unique problems here that apply to so many more parts of the world. Because India's issues are many of Africa's issues, and Africa's issues are mirrored in many parts of the Middle East and Asia and South America. And here you have people trying to create solutions designed for the people of India that then create new business models, create new ideas on how to distribute content, create new ways of figuring out, you know, a solution in coding or in a product that they create. I've found myself inspired. It's like time and time again, I go like, man, that's a great idea. How did you think of that? Well, how did you solve for that solution? And I think part of it goes back to the trading culture of India. Part of it goes back to the fact that you have a country with, I think, you know, the number was over 70% of the businesses being small businesses. And so you see that everyone is solving for this tiny problem, and yet in many ways, they end up moving this huge boulder because everyone's just moving a tiny piece of it.
What do you love about India? I love many things about India. I went for the first time this year, and it was a mix. You know what I love about India is that it exceeds so many of the expectations that people have put on it unfairly. You know, people are like, oh, India, oh, it's really shit, and it smells everywhere, and it's like, no, there are parts of India that are not great. Many parts of India that are beautiful, developing, growing, some of the best food you will ever have in your life, some of the richest history you will engage in. India is phenomenal. I will say this, I will say what I didn't love about India, because I wasn't prepared, is that, like, I'll warn you, I'll tell you something no one told me before I went to India, and that is, any idea you have of your personal space, just let it go. Just let it go. Doesn't matter what country you're from, like personal, just let it go. Relearn it. Yeah, because India truly makes you grapple with the idea of where do I begin and where does someone end. It's a spiritual place. I've never been to a country that is so packed in my entire life. Like, it is packed in India. Like, we throw around 1.5 billion people. Oh, they've got 1 billion. No, they've got 1 billion and like 1 billion. Like, they've got 1.5 billion people. India's no joke. No joke. And it's everywhere. Everywhere. It's people everywhere. Cars everywhere. You've never seen traffic until you've gone to India. Like, here people are like, oh, the traffic's really bad today. This wasn't traffic. This wasn't traffic, London. This still had hope. Yo, India's no joke. No joke. You just sit in the car, you don't move, nothing. You're just like there, and then a cow overtakes you. She's like, was that a cow? Yo, India's on another level. Everyone beeping. No one moves though. No one moves. I don't even know why the people are beeping. Everyone's just stationary like beep 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 beep. It's so much honking that honking doesn't mean anything. It's just honk beep 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 beep. Like if you cross the street, you get hit. Ah, beep 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 beep. It's crazy. There's chaos. You're driving. We were on the highway. I'll never forget this. We're on the highway. Do you understand what a highway is? You know what a highway is? Yeah? The road where we all drive in the same direction. Someone made a U-turn. Highway. They made a U-turn and then just drove. The traffic wasn't really moving. And then they clearly were just like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. And they turned around and they drove against the traffic. We were in the car panicking. We were like, yo, what is he doing? And then the driver, he was like, he's going down the road. And we were there like, yeah, stupid us. I mean, of course he is. So sorry. India was wild. India was wild. Yo, if you know how to drive in India, you know how to drive anywhere. The cars are coming at you all directions. The lines don't mean anything. Road markings mean nothing. Traffic lights are just a suggestion. I had to like re-acclimatize myself with all of this. Like here in London, I'm the only idiot like crossing the street when it's red. Everyone looking at me like, what are you doing? The colors. I'm like, yeah, I was in India. India, those colors mean nothing. It's almost like they saw the lights in other countries and they came back and they're like, we have to build traffic lights. It's like, okay, what are they for? I don't know, but it makes the intersection diverse. What do they understand? Yo, India was wild. Let me tell you something now. India was what I've never been in a place like India in my entire life. This is how close the cars were. This is how close. Right? The cars, everybody is playing a game of chicken. Everyone. Every car is an inch away from another car. Every single car, an inch away from the other car, an inch away from the other. Like everyone is almost touching, I didn't realize how close each car was until I was on a FaceTime with a friend of mine. He calls me, he's like, yo man, how's India, what's happening? We're chatting. And then he goes, oh well, at least you're making friends. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, who's your friend? I was like, what are you talking about? And then you know how on FaceTime, your picture's small, right? Yes. I blow up my picture when he's seeing. And then I realized that there was a bus that was so close to us. It was so close to our van that there was a guy in the bus who was just in my FaceTime the whole time. I've never seen anything like it. Yo, India is rock and roll, people. India is truly rock and roll. All space, personal. We were at the Taj Mahal. At the Taj Mahal, right? I'll never forget this. We're at the Taj Mahal. And it's one of the most beautiful places. If you ever get a chance, go see it. It is a wonder of the world. We're standing in a line because they have a ton of security in India at public places because of the terrorist attacks that happened years ago, right? Same thing in London and Paris, etc. And so you in India, you'll stand in a line divided into men and women. And then what happens is when you get to the end of that line, there's a metal detector, and then on the other side there's a little podium that you have to stand on, and then there'll be like a man in military fatigues, and they'll wand you down with another metal detector, and then they search you. Very thorough, very thorough. So we're standing in these lines, men, women, standing there lined up. And we're lined up the way you normally line up, right? And it's my friend, and then it's me. Right? And I'm close enough to my friend that like I could whisper to him, he couldn't fall without touching me. Like it's general rules of engagement, right? And so we're moving forward. We get to the metal detector. In India, you have to stand in it and wait for a moment, and then you step through. He gets into the metal detector. I'm behind him. I turn to say something to our friend who's in the women's line. I turn back. There is now an Indian man who is in the gap that I didn't know existed between me and my friend. My brain didn't understand what was going on because I turned and now my friend was Indian, like in a second. You know, sometimes the human brain doesn't compute quickly enough. So I came back and I was like, what? And this guy wasn't even being a dick, by the way. He didn't like push in, he wasn't mean. It was like clearly a cultural shift. Like I was going, he like took my space. He was like, there was so much space. Clearly this guy didn't want to be in it. And he just slid in there and he stood. And it was, he was just there. He was just there. I was so shocked at his magical appearance that I gasped. Like I literally, audibly gasped, standing there, and he got in, and I was like, oh! And I think in that gasp, I created more space, because two other Indian men slotted in between us. Yo, London, I have never seen anything like this in my life. Like, in the space of one, there were four. Like, literally, all of us, all touching. We're like connected as human beings. Like, our breathing was synced. I could feel all of our heartbeats at the same time. I've never been that close to other men in my entire life. Ever. If I was in Uganda, I would have been arrested. Let me tell you something. Choke. I was wild. Like, I could see why they didn't have a line for women. If there was a woman in that line with me, she would have been pregnant. There's nothing we could have done. It's like it would just be. You just get to the other side and be like, all right, what do we name it? Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. India was wild, so you're in the line. So now I don't want to get left behind again. I don't want more people. I don't want to lose my space. So my friend goes through. I'm waiting for each Indian guy to go through. Now I'm uptight. I'm like, I'm not losing anything. I'm like holding on. I'm holding on. I get into the metal detector, get out on the other side. And you climb up on these little stairs onto the podium, and then the guy wards me down, and then he starts searching. And when I say searching, I mean searching. Not this like play thing that our security does on this side of the world. You know, like here when they pat you down, they just do that. Like this, you know, it's like that. It's just, no. In India, when they search you, they squeeze every part of your body. They squeeze it. That starts at your shoes, pressing down. I'm like, what kind of gun could fit above my toes? Squeeze it, comes up, squeeze the ankle, started coming up my calf, squeezing every inch of me. So I was like, if I have a gun or cancer, this man will find it. Squeeze all the way. And then I was fine until he got above my knee. I was like, okay, now it's a little, do you know what I mean? Because like everything below the knee is business, and then above the knee, I mean, you start catching feelings. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because like he's like squeezing, and he starts coming up my leg, and I'm a little ticklish, and I'm like, whoa. Like he's squeezing me like even like a close lover hasn't squeezed me. Coming up my thigh. There was a point where my penis was like, yo, what's going on here, man? What's happening? I was like, no, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. He's like, what are you doing? I thought you were going to the Taj Mahal. I was like, I am in the Taj Mahal. Are you doing this without me, Trevor? I was like, I swear to God, I'm not. I swear to God. I'm coming out. Like, you don't come out now. Don't come out now. This has nothing to do with you. Don't come out now. I promise it's not what you think. I'm like, okay, but I feel like it's happening. Stop happening. It's not happening. This guy's squeezing my leg. He's coming up my leg the whole way, squeezing. And then he comes up my thigh. And then at some point his hand is in this crack here, like in this, you know what I'm saying, like deep in there, he's like up there, and he's cradling all of it, he's holding me tight, and you know like the gap, like just before the business begins, you know what I mean? And he's in there and he's holding my leg, and I'll never forget this moment, never till I die. He's holding my leg and he looks up at me. And he looks up at me from a position where he should have no power. He should have none whatsoever, and yet somehow he's managed to maintain all of it. And he looks up at me and he's like, where from? I said, what? And he's like, where from? I was like, I think it's from my father, technically. Is that how genetics work? I don't know. I think it's... He's like, what? No, you, where from? You, where from? I was like, oh, where am I from? South Africa. Okay. And then he moves to the other leg and squeezed it all the way down. Let me tell you something, London. I have thought about that man almost every night since then. The way he touched me, the way he talked to me, the question, like, why that question? Why then? And I was like, was there a wrong answer? Like, was South Africa the only reason? Like I keep thinking, I'm like, was I this good? Like, I always imagine him just like coming up my leg and getting it. He's like, where from? Where from? And like, if I was like Pakistan, he'd be like, ah! Come in, London, you guys are doing so much fun tonight. Thank you for coming out. I had such a great time with all of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming out again. Good night, y'all.
Did you have fun? Oh, this is amazing. Thank you for coming with me.
How was I going to be a comedian without a voice? You need the voice to do comedy. No voice, no comedy, nothing I can do. I was stressed. It was over. Then I thought, no, you know what, Trevor? It's never over. You commit. You believe. Maybe you'll be the comedian without the voice. Yes. Oh, yeah, you laugh at me. You laugh. But look at Oscar Pistorius. Huh? Look at him. Yes, no legs. No legs. But he didn't let that stop him from becoming a killer. No. Yeah. Because you can say what you want about him, but he truly made us see those people as equals, didn't he? Yeah. Before that, you're like paraplegic. I mean, they're the same, but not really the same. But I mean, they're the same, but not really. Now you're like, no, they're the same. Hey, they're the same. Yeah, they're the same. Yes. Before that, now anything's possible. Yeah, you'd be like, who kicked this dog? I think it was that guy. Yeah, but he doesn't have legs. Hey, you never know with this one's, my man. They showed us things, eh?
Every single time elections come up in South Africa, people always start to panic, you know? Ever since our first democratic elections in 1994, Nelson Mandela was about to become president, people started panicking. You remember that? There were people, you'd hear them, I'm leaving, I'm going to Australia. I'm going. It's been fun, Mary, but it's time to go, hey? It's time to go. They're gonna take over now. And then Mr. Mandela became president, and they all stayed. He's a wonderful man, wonderful man. If it wasn't for him, I would have left, hey? A wonderful man, yeah, he's really great. Next elections came, Thabo Mbeki was about to become president. People panicked again. I'm leaving, I'm going to Australia, I'm going. I'm leaving, Mary, hey? Now that Mandela's gone, you know they're gonna eat us. It's time to go, I'm going to Perth. And then Thabo became president, and once again, they all stayed. He left. Then it was Kgalema Motlante's term. Yeah, in and out. That was so cool. People panicked then, didn't they? I didn't even vote! I can't believe it. 1 minute I go to bed and Thabo Mbeki's president, and the next thing I wake up and we've got Mtlanthe. I can't believe it. I'm going to Australia, I'm going. Oh, and then it was Jacob Zuma. Oh, the original boogeyman. Yeah, that's when you heard people panicking. Things were different though in South Africa, because for the first time in our history, you heard black people going, Ish, how much is that ticket to Australia again?
We've become a culture of distrusting angry people. That's who we are. Everyone's angry. Weird angriness as well, in places where it shouldn't be. I was in Checkers the other day. I'm just shopping. It's a normal experience, you know. I get to the cashier and those people are so angry. Like, I don't know what Checkers does to their employees, but they're clearly not enjoying it. Because I get to the till, she doesn't greet me, she doesn't even look at me. She just pushes a little conveyor belt thing. All my groceries pull up, and they're like, doot, 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 doot. They look at you like your dad invented the barcode. Doot. Doot, 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 doot. Then they look at you and ask you that question like you kill baby panda bears for a living.
Plastic.
No, bye. Thank you. No, I'll just hold. I'll just, no. Thank you. Yeah.
They're so angry. And they look angry because they've drawn their eyebrows on. And that permanent scowl. I don't understand that trend in fashion, to be honest with you. Why would you shave your eyebrows off and then draw them back on where they were? It's weird. But look, I also commend it, you know, that level of commitment has to be commended. Because I don't understand how anyone can commit to one expression for the entire day. Like, how do you choose that expression? Do you just work on how you feel in the morning? Is that what you do? You just wake up, be like, I'm feeling angry. Yeah. What if something good happens? Something good. You can't even, you'd be like, yeah, Tembi, you won the lotto. Yeah. You don't look happy. I just can't show it. I'll draw it tomorrow.
Hey there, thanks for watching. Now, all I need you to do is click on that little circle on your screen. Yeah, that one. Oh, yeah, just like that. Hold on. Yeah, click. Nice.
Do you guys have any questions or anything? You do? What took me so long to get to Baltimore? The traffic. No, I'm joking. Because the show was postponed. Yeah, so we had some knock-on postponements because I think one was COVID. Was it what? Was it Chris Rock? I like you. What's happening? Like, bring me into your world. Wait. Tell me more. The week I was supposed to perform in March. A week later, Chris Rock filmed his special where he addressed getting slapped. Did Chris Rock knock me off? No. I love that you were watching all of this and you were like, ooh. This is amazing. You thought Chris Rock knocked me out of Baltimore and then I couldn't perform because of him. That's amazing. No, Chris, first of all, Chris would never do that to me. Like, as comedians, especially comedians who are friends, we do a good job of knowing where everyone's performing. But I really love this idea. You thought I had beef. I was sitting there. You were watching Chris Rock's thing, waiting for me to come out and slap him. Keep my week out your month. So you from here, and then I'm assuming you as well. Who drove in? It's amazing to hear the difference in pitch. When I said who's from Baltimore, I was like, woo. And then who drove in, you're like, woo. We get to leave. You had a very different tone and pitch. No, I've had a good time. You know, the aquarium was fun. You know, yeah. The aquarium's beautiful. Took like a walk. There's a lot of history out here as well. Like everywhere you go, you're like, damn, that happened here. That person's from here. This thing, you're like, wow. It's pretty impressive. You know, a lot of it historical, but still, you know. No, it is pretty impressive. First black governor. Congratulations. Wait, are you the first black governor? Or you? No, I don't know. You could have just been telling me that, like, I'm first black governor. I don't know. When was the first black governor? Now? That's pretty wild. Oh, wait, Wes is here? That's here? Oh, damn. Oh, I wondered where Wes was. Okay. Oh, damn. It's pretty wild that in 2023 there's still like first black anything. No, you would have thought by now that would just be like, you know, second. Oh, there we go. Damn, that person's like, he's the second! I am the first. Like how we've got all the governors here. Me, damn you! Don't you dare steal my legacy! You look very tall, Jordan. You play basketball? Football. Oh, okay. That makes sense. You know, there's a weird statistical... it's basically just like a rule in America. Once you are above a certain height, I think it's like 6'5" or 6'6", then statistically you are a pro athlete in one of the sports. No, it's true. It's true. It just is. It's like once you get beyond a certain height, it means that you've probably played one of the sports at a high level, college or further. So it's like that's why I asked you the question. So you play football? I did. You did play football? Like American football? Oh, I don't. You like I don't do soccer, man. I like that. I don't do soccer. Not I don't play soccer. Not I haven't played. I don't do soccer. I loved watching football as a kid growing up. And we never had American football in South Africa, right? But we would see it in movies and we never knew what was happening. Like it was amazing because we'd like watch it on TV, like, and we wouldn't see the full games. There would just be moments and sometimes in movies, and then we would try and do it ourselves because we loved American culture. And then we would just like stand there together as kids and we're like, you can be, yep, 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 yep. I love that. I love that you played football and you're like I don't do soccer. So what position did you play in football? Say again? DB. Cornerback. What does the DB have to do with cornerback? How does that work? No, I'm ignorant. Help me out. What is defensive back? Okay, so, and this is a stupid question, I know. So you're playing on defense. Okay, so wait, help me, because I know, I'm familiar with all the people, I just don't know like the actual like designate. So were you the guy who's like doing this while the other guy's trying to catch the ball? Yes? That, I love your position. You're like a professional hater, that's what you are. I always think everyone in life has that person where you're like trying to do something in your life, and you're like, I can do it, and someone else is like, no, you're not gonna make it, no. It's such a fun position. I actually think that's the best position, because if you're catching, it's stressful, you gotta catch the ball, you gotta do the whole thing with your tippy toes every time you get it. That's my favorite moment in football. Like it's my favorite moment, because football has the most range of any sport I've ever seen, right? It's like in the beginning, it's like, hot, yeah, boom, bah. But then when they catch the ball, it's always like, ah. I love that. It's adorable. It's such a beautiful range. It's like a little tippy toe thing at the end. But your job is fun. Because your job, you don't have to like catch the thing. You just have to run really fast and then just like get the guy. I like that. Were you good? Yeah? I like that. Jordan's like, of course. Of course I was. That's a dope sport, man. It's really exciting. It's crazy and scary, but it's fun. It's fun. And so you're done now in life. Not in life like that. No. Don't be like that. What I mean is like no more football. No more. Okay. So I see you here with a lovely lady. Who is this, Jordan? Michelle? I like how you're not like, you don't give her a designation. No, and not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Watch out for your phone. I like that. I'm like, who is this? And you're like, Michelle. Most people would say, this is my girlfriend, this is my wife. You're like, no, this is Michelle. And I'm Jordan. Your girlfriend. Okay, I wasn't trying to pressure you at all. I wasn't trying to pressure you. How are you, Michelle? You doing well? How did you two meet? Hinge? Oh, look at you. Oh, congratulations. That's a beautiful matchup. What did you like about his profile, Michelle? Say again? His height? Wow. You know what I love? I love how like women can just like say something like that and just carry on with their day. Cause like, let's be honest, if like I asked Jordan if it's like, what do you like? He was like, her boobs. People would be like, no, hey, boo. Come on, man. Say something else. And you were like, he was tall. I'm picturing you before that moment, Michelle. You were just spending the day in the house, walking around. There were a few things you wanted hung up. You got on Hinge and you're like, yep, that's him. That's him. You had flashbacks to your future, all those items in the supermarket you could never buy before. That's adorable. So what was it for you, Jordan? What did you like? Say again? Personality. Look at this guy. Huh? Look at that. The newspapers say that. He's famous, so now people treat you like you're famous. They start saying weird things to you. Strangest things people would say to me. Trevor, well done on everything, eh? Congrats. But, even though you're going to America, don't forget us, all right? Don't you forget us. I don't even know who you are. People would say the weirdest things to me. You know what the number one thing people have said to me? Number one thing? It's not good luck. It's, hey, Trevor, good luck over there. But whatever you do, don't forget your accent, all right? Yeah, please, don't pull a Charlize on us, okay? You keep your accent, man. Make us proud. Everyone said that. Trevor, brah. Hey, Trevor Noah. Hey, Masakan. Hey, man, you're making us proud, no? Yeah, man, you're doing big things for us, but I can ask you a favor, no? Don't lose your accent, no? Don't lose your accent. Yeah, when you come back from the States, you mustn't come back talking funny, okay? Please, brother. If you lose your accent, don't come back. You just threaten me? What does that mean, if you lose your accent? How do you lose your accent? People make it sound like you're going to be walking down the street and then just out of the blue, you'll be like, huh? My accent! I lost my accent! What the hell is my... Oh. Well, hello? No, that's not my accent! That's my accent! How are you going to lose your accent? I was stressed now. Because I don't want South Africans to think I'm not South African. I don't want them to think I've forgotten something. This is my home. Now I'm stressed coming home. I'm in the plane flying back to Johannesburg, and the whole time I'm just thinking, don't lose your accent, Trevor. Don't lose your accent. Don't lose your accent. Don't accent. Is that how I say accent? Accent. By the time I landed at OR Tambo, I was losing my mind. I walked in arrivals, the woman was there at customs. Welcome back to South Africa, sir. I was like, yes, I'm back. Same old Trevor. Nothing changed. Going crazy. Because I love accents. I really do. I love accents. I like learning languages, and so obviously accents are a byproduct of that. I've learned over time that even if you can't learn a language, an accent is a great way to communicate with somebody in your own language whilst trying to bridge the gap. You learn somebody's accent, you communicate more effectively. The thing is, though, you have to learn the accent in the right way. If you're going to speak to someone in their accent and you do it in the wrong way, you might come across as racist. You've got to be very careful about this. White people in South Africa often fall into this trap. Yeah. It happens at petrol stations quite a bit. See people driving in with their friends, talking normally, sitting in the car. So, I mean, if we get all the numbers together, marketing should be behind this. It should be a breezer. HR's stepped up, and it's going to be a great year end. Look, we try and make sure that sorry, hold on. Hello, Baba. Hey, sharp man. Please put Lapo full tanky, eh? 95, unleaded, yeah. Also check our tires, eh? Pressure, pumpy, not too much, eh? 2.2, okay? Yeah, good jobby, yeah, sharp, donkey boss. Don't do that. He's a grown man. He's been pouring petrol his entire life. He knows what you need. Just talk to him like a normal human being. That's the thing people don't understand. Speak to him like a normal human being. I used to get so angry. Whenever I'd see white people changing their accent when they talk to black people, I get so angry. I was like, are all white people racist? Is that what it is? Oh, racist? And then I learned. Life taught me not to be so quick to judge. Yeah, I learned a valuable lesson. I was driving to Gold Reef City one day, into the backstage area, and the security guard came out to the boom, and he was like, hey, how are you, sir? Is your name on the list? I said, yes, how are you, Baba? My name is Trevor. He's like, okay, Chabal. I said, no, Trevor. He's like, oh, sorry, Chabal. I said, no, Trevor, Shalva. Trevor, Shalva. Trevor, Shalva. Trevor, Shaval. Trevor, Shaval. Trevor, Shaval. And now my friend who was irritated, he just leans over me and he's like, hey, Papa, get Trevor. He's like, oh, Trevor. Why you don't talk properly? And then I understood. I finally understood what white people have been trying to do. I see, you're trying to communicate more effectively. You're trying to engage somebody, but understand this. When speaking to somebody in an accent, the number one rule to understand is an accent is not a measurement of intelligence, right? An accent is just somebody speaking your language with the rules of theirs. That's all an accent is. So don't speak down to them. Don't patronize them. Speak to them the way you would to yourself. Just try and learn their accent. That's all it is. It's just another accent. Yeah. And I learn them. I spend all my time learning accents. I try. I love it. I learn in restaurants. That's a safe place to start. You learn, you read off the menu, you try and pronounce the words correctly. I was inspired by French restaurants, funny enough. Yeah, whenever I'd go to a French restaurant, I was always fascinated by the fact that people would order food in a French accent. I never understood why. Because they don't do it in any other restaurants. Only in French restaurants do people walk in and then change their accent when they order. They come in talking normally. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. You're really going to enjoy it. It's so beautiful. Yeah, stunning. You have to have, the dessert. Oh, good evening. How are you, sir? Yes, we'll have a bottle of water for the table, please. And let's start off with, could we get the Sauvignon Blanc, please? Yes, and we definitely for mains going to have the filet mignon. And for dessert, we're going to go with the crème brûlée. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, you're going to love it. Like, why are you doing that? I never understood. I was like, why? Because it's not like the French are going to return the favor. There's no French people sitting in our restaurants in South Africa looking at the menu like, so for the table, we can order some starter portion. We share something? No? Okay. Could we please have one serving of the boerewors? That's not gonna happen.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can win cool prizes. And by prizes, I mean surprise. There's no prizes. It's a free YouTube video, you greedy. Just click the video, man. Why you want free things on free things? Because you see, Jacob Zuma, unlike the rest of us, doesn't conform. He doesn't conform to the norms, Doesn't conform to the laws of grammar and punctuation as we mere mortals. No, not our president. Comma, for who? For you, maybe, not me. Comes out there, confidence, cadence, wherever he pleases. Reading out.
We have and always will be proud members of the ANC. And as such, we are proud supporters of the development of rural areas. And as such, it is of utmost importance to note that 2011 is the year for us all to participate. And so forth. Let it not be a blame game. Let us understand that I, Jacob Zuma, am not a country on my own.
weird how our prejudices have given everyone their lane. Middle Easterner does something, they're a terrorist. Black person does something, they're gang-related, they're a thug. But if a white guy walks into a church killing 9 people dead, what do they lead with on the news? And today, in an isolated incident, a lone gunman walked into a church, opening fire and killing 9 people. It's always a lone gunman. Yeah, a lone gunman with no ties to society whatsoever. They always separate him as quickly as possible. I love how they do that. He kept to himself and was notoriously unfriendly. He had no friends whatsoever. No friends, really? No friends? Not even one? Not even one? No friends? Like, not even on Facebook? No, everyone has friends on Facebook. Come on, you tell me the guy had no friends. It's almost like as the shooting happens, everyone's like, what, Dylan? Unfriend, 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 unfriend. It's the weirdest thing ever. And the first thing they always go to is mental instability. That's what they go to, the first thing. They never go with terrorism. What happened? Are we saying this was terrorism? Well, we're not going to jump to that conclusion. This was a young man who was rarely mentally, he was unstable, he was a troubled young man, but he was a terrorist. Because he committed a terrorist act, walked into a building, shot a bunch of people to try and spread a message of hatred, right? He was trying to pass something. He was trying to do something. That's an act of terror. Well, look, no, not necessarily. He was a troubled young man. Yes, and a terrorist. Yeah, but he was mentally unstable, just like terrorists. That's exactly what a terrorist is. There's no normal reason to blow yourself up. That is ridiculous as shit. You're crazy. You're crazy. But you're still a terrorist. It's weird. It's almost like without realizing it, what they're saying on the news is, you know, this young white man is clearly struggling with something. I mean, because why would you forego all that privilege? Why would you, I mean, he was a young white man. Why would you throw that all away? I mean, if he was a minority, I get it, because that shit sucks. But I mean, why would you throw it? He must be crazy. This is madness. I refuse to be part of this. I refuse to live in a world where we'll deny white people the moniker of terrorist. That's racism, people. That's what that is. If a white man through hard work and determination commits an act of terror, he deserves to be called a terrorist. He worked for it, damn it. You don't deprive him of that because of the color of his skin. You give it to him and you put him up there. Bin Walid and Charlie. It's terrorism. We all have our prejudices, don't get me wrong. It's not like I try to be better. I really do. I realize every now and again I do things that I'm not particularly proud of. Like for instance, whenever I fly into America, if I've been out of the country and flying back into America, I always try to fly on Middle Eastern airlines, specifically. So I'll fly on Emirates or Qatar or Etihad or one of those. And the reason I do this is because I feel there's less chance that somebody and this may sound a little bit racist, you have every right to be offended, you really. I feel like there's less chance that somebody will attack one of those planes. For a few reasons. Number one, because they're not proving a point. Planes already Muslim-owned, Muslim-run, they're not converting anybody. And secondly, and more importantly on my side, I think there's a small chance somebody could diffuse the situation. Someone could talk them down just because they speak the same language. Yeah. That's half of terror for me, is the fact that you don't understand what the person says. Guy speaking Arabic that puts fear in the hearts of all men. You never think good things when you hear Arabic. Yeah, we've watched too many movies and TV shows. Like whenever you hear Arabic, then some bad shit happens. That's always what happens. It's never something cool or sexy. It's never like it's never that. And so it makes you think a certain way. I know I'm not any different. I was on a flight, my first Middle Eastern flight, flying on an Emirates plane, and this man emerged from the galley, had a long beard, and he was carrying a box, and he just went off. He was like, and I was like, ah! Chicken, please. Chicken. Sorry, I get really excited for chicken. I'm sorry for that. Sorry.
It's like, my friend, excited. You looked petrified.
I said, I am, of the flavor. Chicken! Wow! I love chicken. I love chicken so much. He's like,
Oh, is that a black thing?
I said, that's racist. There's a little thing that makes me think there's a chance that if someone understands the language, they may be able to talk the guy down. There could be a terrorist on the plane, a guy with a suicide vest, be flying 40,000 feet in the sky. A man jumps off, losing his head. There he is. And just maybe some guy will be opposite him, like, hey, what are you doing? I'm going to blow up this plane to show everybody that Allah is great. Yeah, but we know this. Everybody here knows this. So what are you doing? I wanted to show all of you the power of... What are you showing us if we already know, huh? What are you showing us? Are you saying we are not good Muslims? Is that what you are saying? Huh? Are you saying we do not know the power of Allah? Is that what you are saying? You are saying we are bad Muslims? What are you saying? No, my friend, please, I was not trying to offend you. I was just trying to kill you. Listen to what I wanted to show you. What are you showing me, huh? Are you saying I do not pray? Is that what you are saying? You're better Muslim than me? You think I'm not good Muslim just because I'm watching Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? Is that what you think? Huh? What are you saying? No, I'm not saying that. I wanted to, what are you showing? You show nothing. You make us look bad. Why don't you preach? Why don't you talk to people, huh? This is not Islam. What are you doing with your stupid vest? Blah, 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 blah. You make us all look bad. No, I was not, no, you're not trying nothing. No, you even got your vest backwards. You don't even know what you're doing here. Sorry, it's my first time. I never done this before. Yeah, story. Sit down, shut up, eat something. I don't know if I can. No, it's all halal. You can eat it. Don't worry. You can eat it. You can eat it. All of you. Yeah. Yalla. Stupid. This is the chance that could happen. There's a small chance that could happen. And that's why I do it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can win cool prizes. And by prizes, I mean surprise. There's no prizes. It's a free YouTube video, you greedy. Just click the video, man. Why you want free things on free things?
But the pilots are calm, they cool, you know, you get into the air, they start making useless announcements that you don't even care about, you know, just to give you that feeling that he knows what he's doing. You get up there, as the seatbelt lights go off, boom. Ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we've reached our cruising altitude. Currently sitting at 23,000 feet above sea level, cruising at about 720 kilometers an hour in this Boeing 737, one of our favorite planes in the Starflight Alliance fleet. It's a beautiful sunny day up here. We might encounter a few bumps, but nothing too hectic. The cabin crew will be taking care of you. In the front, we've got Esmeralda and Jonathan. In the rear, Simon, Dupitseng, and Ferrer. I'll be taking care of you. And if you need anything, don't hesitate to call. I'll let you know once we've begun our descent. Until then, please enjoy your flight. Thank you. Dun dun. You're like, oh yeah, pilot. Yo, my guy, pilot. It's cool. I just don't like the fact that they never let you know when something's gone wrong. It freaks me out because they trained to keep you calm no matter what's going on. And I noticed this because we hit turbulence. Coming into Joburg, there were hectic storms, and the plane started shaking, and it wasn't like the calm turbulence. You know, it's that turbulence where people, you know, the knuckles get white when they're holding their, you know, and because, you know, people try and act natural in the plane, they'll be like, and then they get to a point where they're like, you know, when that point comes, and like everyone is panicking, except the air hostesses. They're amazing. I love how they do it, you know? Like you'll hit the turbulence, be like, things are falling, the bags are hitting the sides of the compartments, people are panicking, and except they just move through naturally. It's freaky. It's almost like the lower half is not connected to the upper body, because they'll just carry on. They'll be like, yes, you guys, would you guys like some coffee? Yeah, okay. There you go. Be careful, it's hot. Thank you. Right then. Anything for you, sir? Yeah, okay. Okay then, just pass me a apple juice, all right, thank you very much. There you go. Would you like some ice? No ice, thank you. You know how they do it. And the pilot has the nerve to come on in the middle of the biggest storm ever. The plane is shaking, the wings are tilting slightly upwards. You think you're gonna die. It's like people are screaming. Ladies and gentlemen, we've encountered some slight turbulence. We'll ask that everyone return to their seats at this point and refrain from using the lavatories. Please note we will be flying at a high altitude to try and alleviate the problem. Also, keep your seatbelts fastened and no hot drinks will be served at this time for your safety. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you in a moment once we've gotten out of this bumpy patch. Speak to you in a moment. That moment might never come. He doesn't tell you this. When the nationwide flight lost an engine, the pilot said nothing. It just fell. Quiet. I don't want a pilot like that. I want someone who lets me know. I want to know before I'm going to die. I want to know. I want to say a prayer or two. I want to prepare myself, you know? I want to forgive everyone that I hate in the world. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. But they don't, pilots. No, they don't. I bet people who die in plane crashes don't even know they've died. Must be the worst feeling in the world. There's like a whole bunch of confused people popping into heaven like, poof. I swear these airports change all the time. I never know where to go. I'm like, are we in heaven? Oh, wow, I can't believe we made it, hey? I can't believe, wow, this is amazing. And there's St. Peter at the gates, and he's like, come forward, please, come forward. Come forward. She's like, who you are? I'm St. Peter. How about you? Yeah, I know, many of people are shocked. Just come. I get that all the time. Just come. No, I just thought that, no, don't worry, just come, please. Just wait till you see Jesus. Come. I don't want that. I want someone to let me know when I'm gonna die. Like taxi drivers. There's no person who dies in a taxi not knowing that they've died. Just before the crash, taxi driver will be like, yo! People walking into heaven like, yo, dead. Dead. Yeah, no, Shonile, we're dead. Gone. Ay. They know. Sometimes they survive the crash, but they still think they did. They're walking on the pavement, dead. You're dead. But luckily we did land safely in Johannesburg. We landed safely and everyone clapped when the plane landed. Yay! Clapped and walked into the airport terminal building. And that's the point when you realize you're back in South Africa. When you're flying, it's international. And then when you land at any of our airports, and if you listen carefully, you realize that you're back. Like South Africa, once again, the world went there. Then we were like, no, going. I will find just that side. Because all over the world, they conform to a norm, and that is in airports, women make announcements. It's always a woman, always. And she's always calm, always monotone. Always come over that system. She sits in a room quietly. They bring her the pages one by one. You can be in Heathrow, for instance. You'll hear that woman come on the system. Doom, doom. Attention all passengers. Please note this is an airport announcement. No passengers are permitted to leave any items unattended, as this may be seen as a security risk. Any unattended luggage will be removed by security and destroyed. Thank you. Dun dun. Everywhere in the world, even if you go to like non-English speaking countries, they still conform to that norm. You know, you go to places like China where you wouldn't expect it, you know? You think, I see some of you probably think they'll be like, no, don't even laugh, that's racist, don't even laugh. No, that's racist, you don't even laugh. But they're not. They calm. It's a woman, still the same. She's just another language. She'll come on the piano and be like, dum dum. And you know they've conformed. And then you land in South Africa. And you know you've landed. You know that you're back home when you walk into the airport terminal building. You walk in, and I don't even know if they audition the people who do it. No. It's almost like whoever's closest to the mic gets to do it first, you know? It's the craziest thing. Luckily, 99% of the time it's a woman, but she'll come on. It's the craziest thing ever. As you walk in, she'll come and be like, dum dum. Attention all passengers. Attention all passengers. Hello.
Hello, I'm talking to you. Hello. Yeah, all the people is like Kula.com, the plane is delayed. The plane was going on 2, it's going on 3. Yeah, all the people must just take a ticket for that one. Going to have a problem, nah? Just take on that. If a ticket says 2, then it's going to be 3, nah? That mustn't complain when the plane is not there because then I need to tell you now. Then you must just phone the people that are coming to pick you up. Must tell them, yo, I need my plane is changed. It's not.
And then they start speaking to people in the background. They don't even turn off their mic.
All the must just tell the people they are. But tell you things. I want to play. I'm not drink. I need to jelly. I'm not drink. Yeah, I'm just not niggas. I need to jelly. Yeah, it's chicken. Yeah, yes, yeah. I'm for the drumstick. I'm for the breast. It's drumstick. Yeah, I'm for the drumstick. Okay, yes, I'm 7. I'm 7. Okay. All the people is like one time. The gate is changed. It's not D2. It's C15. It's not D2. It's C15. If you can go to D2, oh, you can find nothing. Okay, bye bye. But I need to change. No, don't shine here.
We've been traveling all around the country now. It's been so much fun, you know, out in places like PE and Cape Town and East London, and recently went to Durban, which was a bit of a schlep for us. It was really hard because it was raining so much, and then on top of the flight delays that you have to contest with, there's also like overbooking, which is a problem. You know, I don't know if you know what overbooking is, but basically it's a legal process where it's a practice rather where airlines book more tickets than there are seats on the plane. So they book more, sort of like a taxi. But then they don't let you get on when you get there. So they just hope you don't pitch up. He's like, please. Yeah. Like, you know, that's what they do. And so we flying down to Durban, and it was the funniest thing ever. We're standing in the queue, everyone's all fidgety in the line, looking at their watches, and they call us forward. They're like, next, please, next. So we go to the counter, and there's one of those women there with her glasses and her relaxed hair, and she's there. And then she's like, can I have your ID, please? And you're like, IDs, everyone puts them down. She's like, where are you flying? And we're like, Durban, please. She's like, Durban. Durban. Yes. Mm-hmm. Are you flying now? No, tomorrow, it's a practice run. Are you flying? And we're like, yes, we need to fly now. Okay, and then she starts typing frantically, which I never understand, because when I book my tickets, all I need to do is click. It's click, Joe, that one, click, Durb, that one, click, and then it does it all and then she's there. I bet she wasn't even busy doing our tickets anymore. She's just like there, clicking. She's probably on like Facebook or something there, updating her status. Yo, another one is here. I'm dead. Another one here. Yo, dead. You overbooking. Dead. Oh, poke back. Dead. You dead. Death by overbooking. Yo. Because of their faux pas, the airline is as kind as to upgrade us on the next flight to business class. They say, we're sorry about what happened. Here you go, business class. I love business class, you know. You get to go to a special lounge where everyone's very businessy, yes. No, it is, because when you're in business class, you overhear conversations, and they sound totally different, you know. You overhear people saying things like, yes, well, the mergers are coming along. I mean, if you look at the companies that are, you know, people walking around, well, I mean, if the numbers are right, then we'll definitely get that stock portfolio going. And you got people walking there, you know, just, no, I'm in the kids of the situation to make sure that all the shareholders are happy, and then we'll present to management, and it's going to be a installment of what, okay, you know, you hear like businessy kind of stuff. Whereas when you're in economy, it's just like a huge group of people. You generally overhear conversations like, I thought you put it in the bag. You said you put it in the bag. What? It was on the table. I asked you to put it, why is it not in the bag? Oh, wow. And so we're going through the airports, and then we go through security. And I love security in South Africa. It is the most chilled out security you will find anywhere in the world. It is. Like South African security is just like, you know, we work on an honesty system in this country, you know? The security guard, he's there to enforce, but it's more on honesty. It's like, look, it's up to you. This is the honesty place. This is where we all admit to our sins. Come forward. Do you have anything to declare? You know, it's that type of place. Overseas, when you come through customs, it's the craziest thing ever. You got to take off everything. You got to take off your shoes, and you take off your belt, and you can't wear a jacket or a hoodie or a cap or anything. You got to take off your rings and nothing, not even coins in your pocket. Even you got like a big filling, then you're in trouble. Then and they'll be like, then you're like, but it's my teeth. And they're like, well, you're gonna have to do something. You're gonna, and then like colored people are like, excuse me, yeah. That's great. Whereas in South Africa, I sometimes feel like these security guards don't actually know what their equipment does. You know, they're very chilled out about it. Because you'll walk through at airport security, and you get there, and the guy will be like, code number 4. And then you go through, and you stand there, and the guy will be waiting. He'll give you that bucket, and he'll be like, what's in the bag? Like, what do you mean? He's like, is there a laptop? Yes. Out. Take it out. Laptop out. Please, put it by itself. Put there, yeah. Any other laptop? You're like, no. Laptop out. Like, okay. What did you do? Okay, there it is. Okay. And my gun? No, it's fine. Just the laptop. Yeah. Watching you. It's so much fun. And you walk through the metal detectors, which I swear either don't work or these people really don't understand them at all. So you walk through metal detectors, and it's not just at airports, no matter where they are in this country. You walk through a metal detector, a casino, a school, government institution, you'll walk in there, and then it'll make that sound, but then I don't know if they know what that means. Because you walk through and be like, beep, 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 beep. And you see how security guards smile, because they get ready, because they're going to use the wand. They love the wand. You can see they wait the whole day. Yes, my time has arrived. Excalibur, I call upon you. It's like, what the hell's going on? Yeah, just stand there. Yeah. Pulls out his wand. You know those black ones, just pulls them out. Okay, it's not. I'm sorry. I'm just. doesn't really do that. It would be cool if it did though. Although it would be weird. You know, for like some guy from the Township to have a lightsaber. Wouldn't work at all though, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be like Darth Vader, it would be like Braveda. Bravi! It would have been the worst Star Wars ever if it was in South Africa, wouldn't it? Like the critical point, the moment that made the movie would never happen if it wasn't a township in South Africa. Because which guy from the township would claim a child after that many years? Guy would be like, look. Yes, what is it?
No, look there. It's your father.
But it wasn't. Okay, sorry, go ahead. I digress. The wand. Comes, sorry. Comes out with the wand. And they always do that thing, you know, they go around. And we don't know what it's supposed to do or not, you know. Any weapons? What was that for? Even if I had something, I'm not going to tell you now. Obviously, you have been defeated. Any weapons? No? Oh, okay. And that's it. We like work on the honesty system in this country. Everywhere you go. Like, I'd like to meet the genius who invented the honesty book. Ah, yes, the honesty book. Yes, the book of truth. No one can lie when they write in this book. Whenever you visit someone at a townhouse or office complex, we have the book of truth. Fill in the book before you enter. Name, yes. Surname, phone number and address. Reason for visit, PVT. We'll just do that. Look at everyone else. PVT. And once I asked the security guard, I was like, what's the point of this? Why am I filling in this book? He's like, no, it's for security reasons. Says, I figured that much, but what is it about? It's like, it's so that if you can do anything bad inside there, if maybe you can steal or kill someone, then we can find you. Of course. Because I wrote my real name and surname. The honest killer strikes again. It's just ridiculous. I was like, okay, and then I kill someone, and then what are you gonna do? It's like, then you sit there, we can just phone you and tell you must come back. Yeah. Same time.
When you think about colonization, it is the strangest thing you can think about. Because conquering is one thing. You go to another country, you take what's theirs. You want more. You take the land, you take the resources, you kill the people. That I understand. But colonization, I don't condone, I understand. But colonization is strange because you go there and you don't just take over. You then force the people to become you. That is such a strange concept. When you think about where the British did it, I mean, they did it in Africa, they did it in Asia. And think about in India. Those cultures could not be more diametrically opposed. And out of nowhere, the British just decided to roll up. Imagine what the Indians must have felt like on that day. Minding your own business, walking through a field. Next thing you know, the British showed up on horseback.
Hear ye, hear ye. By order of Her Majesty the Queen, we have arrived. You over there, what is the name of this land?
This land over here, this is called India.
Well, my good man, I am here to tell you that India is now under the British Empire.
And I'm glad that I can tell you that India is exactly where it was yesterday.
No, I feel you're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm letting you know that we're here to colonize you by order of the Queen.
Who is the Queen?
The Queen of England, the ruler of Great Britain. She who was ordained by God.
Which God?
God, the one true God.
There are many gods, my friend. What is the name of your God?
There is only one God, and his name is God, and you too shall worship him.
You want me to worship a God, but you don't want to tell me his name? What are you talking about? There are many gods, okay? There is Shiva, there is Lakshmi, there is Hare Krishna, there are many gods. What is the name of your God?
His name is God.
You don't know the name of your God?
It's just God.
Is it like mommy or daddy? You want me to worship your God, but you don't want me to tell me his name, huh? How am I going to pray to him? What do? Every morning I go to wake up and I pray like, oh, dear God, I was hoping that maybe God, you could help me. No, sorry, not you, other God. No, other God. No, not wrong God. No, God, I was trying to talk to other. No, you're right. I should have asked for her first name. No, God. No, other God, please. No, God behind that God. No, not you today, God. Other God. You're right. He told me he would know I was talking to, and I don't. No, other God, please. That God on that. No, that God. You. Then I wonder why my prayers are not getting answered, huh?
How dare you speak to me like that? Do you know who I am?
No, because you never introduced yourself.
I have come here representing Great Britain.
And I have never heard of Great Britain. Who gave you that name? Well, we did. You called yourselves great? Isn't that a little presumptuous? Shouldn't you wait for other people to tell you how great you are? Huh? Shouldn't you just go around the world and just do good things? Then people go, oh my God, Britain, look how great you are.
Well, I beg to differ. I believe we could do it because we knew instinctively. We are Great Britain.
Well, in that case, welcome to Great India.
No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. How dare you speak to me like this?
Look, you're the one who dares to speak to me, okay? I was here minding my own business in my land. You came over here riding on your skinny cow telling me that things are going to change. I don't know who you are. All I know is you are really crazy, okay? You're not feeling too right, and I didn't want to say anything, but you look like you're going to faint. In fact, it looks like you have died last week, okay? Something is very wrong with your skin. You're not looking good, my friend. Maybe you should come down. We have a curry. We talk about this.
What are you talking about? I look quite normal.
You do not look normal, my friend. I've never seen anybody with that complexion in my life, okay? You look like you're playing hide and seek with the sun your entire life. I don't know what is happening, but that is not how a person should look, huh? I can see your veins pumping through your skin right now. Do you know how creepy that is? Pumping, 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 pumping. If I was your doctor, I don't need X-ray machine. I just go, what is problem? It is your kidney. How do I know? Because you're translucent. That is how I know.
Damn you! We are going to run this country whether you like it or not.
We are not going to do anything you tell us. You're a madman.
We are going to take it. You're not taking. We're going...
She's all yours. Take, take.